Alright, we back with another replay from NAR only again, which this is a plat game. Now this game is pretty long, so we're gonna go really fast through it. Watch the previous game. Oh, this is important. Watch the previous game that I recorded just now. Or yeah, you should, because I'm going to, since this is the same person, I'm going to focus on different things or things that I think would be different to give it more of a variety, so I'm not repeating myself for anyone that did look at the last video, so they're not like wasting their time. So let's get into it. Nice. Good pre-6 gank. Now your blue buff is gonna get cheesed away, because that's what happens, but it's a good gank. Ooh. Don't buy this. It's good for sustain, but go double longsword. This doesn't give you anything. Literally don't buy this on a Rengar unless you don't buy it. The lot better itemization possibilities. You should only buy that if like you're gonna go for a warrior next, kind of thing. Because it doesn't give you the entire XP anymore. You don't get double XP. Or was this last patch? Maybe this was last patch. No, this was this patch. Never mind. Yeah, don't buy 100 talisman. That ulti was fine. It was pretty good. Your path in this game is good. Yeah, your path in this game is good. Okay, don't give your blue buff up to that brand that's feeding. Oh, and there's your lead throw. Unlucky. Let's try to go back and see what you can do to prevent this. Okay, this is what you were doing last game. Don't give your blue buff up to brands right now. You don't have 40% CDR yet, and he's gonna die, so. Okay, you should have empowered W'd there. Watch. Right here. Bola. Oh, you auto attack cancel. That's fine. You should have just empowered W'd because you saw him going back, right? So then you take two more tower. No, you take one more tower shot. That's gonna be what kills you. And then you're empowered a few times out before you even get to him. And unlucky situation. You should have saw his ult particles, and you should have used your W. Right here, you should have just used your Q. Because you saw him use his E, right? You should have just used your Q right there. I mean, you're gonna die regardless, but you could have got the kill at least. So as soon as you got this echo, actually, I mean, like, you should have just completely got out of the situation. Like right here, right? Well, before Fizz even came here, you should have just literally, you're too low. Fizz is Mia. Fizz hasn't shown for a while. You should have literally walked up like, fuck it. Wait, is this badge? Yeah. You should have just walked up right here because Fizz is Mia. He can just shin you. You know, he could be here. You guys are both low. You should have just walked up and recalled. But you shouldn't have been in this situation anyways because you should have used your empowered W. And you shouldn't have stutter stepped right there. But since you got into this situation, you should have walked up. And this is gonna be why you probably lose the game right here, because you throw your lead. But we'll keep going. Go for Rift Herald. There you go. Wait, did you just give that to Maokai? Did you just give that to Maokai? Why did you give that to him? Tell him me. When you're doing it, say me. He's feeding. Wait, no, he's not feeding, but he's gonna feed. Cause he's not you. You can't trust him. Alright, what'd you do here, Bubba? I'm focusing more on mechanics this game. Because I already did all that other stuff last game. Alright, that was a garbage bola, but I don't discriminate because bowl's kind of hard to hit now. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but unlucky. Get outplayed by Vigor. Yep, you don't engage as Rengar, no matter how juicy it looks. You just don't do it. Now this might have been like, you might have been like, oh well, it's already, the team fight's already happening, right? But you see here, Lucian eat away, so they're not walking towards you anymore. They're walking away, and then you go back in. But you should have just waited. Oh, they pinked. Oh, they pinked you. You should have walked away then towards your teammates, so you couldn't just get one shot and then Janet save him, because he was TPing in. Maokai was TPing in, so you should be going, but you shouldn't be getting ready to jump in and shit like that. You should just be playing back, you know? Because Maokai is here, but it's already too late because you engaged, and you're gonna be the one that dies now because they're focusing you and not Maokai. So that's why that fight went poorly. You need to be team fighting better. You need to be team fighting in a way that they don't focus you, they focus someone else, use everything on someone else, so then you can go in and then win based on their cooldowns being down. You went in too early, basically, to put it simple. Oh wait, shit, you died again? Okay. That is the equivalent of missing your hook on Blitzcrank, but you still run towards them and try to knock them up. Like, you know you messed up and you know that it's not going to work out for you, but you go in and do it anyways. Like, literally, if you're going to do that, you have to flash sooner and you have to bola, okay? But that wasn't a good situation regardless, and you should have just left. It's like, as soon as you miss your bola, go. As soon as they flash, you go. Going in and flashing after them is only going to make it a worse situation because they use their cooldowns before you use your cooldowns for the most part, so their cooldowns are going to be up. So, bad choice. You threw your lead this game too. But your teammates are playing well. I don't know how this game could go that poorly. Why is that a directed camera? Holy, I'm tilted. At least you're playing wave control this game. Wow, get out-skilled by the mechanical champ Vayne. The mechanical champ. As soon as you killed the person you were gonna kill, you should just ran away. You cannot kill a Vayne that is ulted. You cannot do it. It's not possible. A Vayne that is in her ultimate just straight kites you. There's nothing you can do about it. Vayne is a one-shot or bust champ to play against. There's a few of them. But it's just a one-shot or bust champ. And if you can't one-shot them, then you can't do anything. So you don't want to chase the Vayne with your ult down. It's just not how it works. You get kited. Because you have no reliable CC. Oh, what the hell are you doing? I guess the Vigor E started coming up once your jump animation was already going. So there's just watch it again to be sure. Oh shit, no, you shouldn't have jumped in, my dude. That was really poor decision making. Yeah, not good. You saw it coming too. You need to be in control of these games. You're not in control at all because you keep throwing your lead. You need to be the in control one they're all afraid of. Like, everyone's on even level with you. This should not be happening. You keep throwing your lead, man. You gotta stop dying so much. Stop dying. If you have over like 2 deaths, you're fucking up. Even if you have over 1 death, you're fucking up. 2 deaths is where I'm like, alright, I gotta stop dying. 3 deaths is where I'm like, okay, I'm garbage, I gotta stop dying. 4 deaths is where I'm like, okay, I'm not dying ever again. You're on 7, my dude. And you keep getting super fed early game, but you're just not using it effectively at all because you don't keep applying pressure. You don't split push. You don't pressure waves. And then this happens. I don't even need to explain this. This is just what happens. This is the snowball effect of you not using your lead correctly because you take the resources from your team, right? And then you just don't use the resources. You just need to stop throwing your lead so much and taking unwinnable fights and then going in and dying. Because trading a 1-for-1 or even a 1-for-2 is not the correct situation to be doing it at all. And so you're just going to slowly lose the game now. There's nothing for me to talk about here. You quite literally already, like, put the game in their hands. Because at any point that you have a lead in this game, in League of Legends, you can use it to win the game. You should have walked up and bowled the Vigar. Not the Vigar, the Echo. But then you were playing too aggressively with your ult down. Yeah, you're just going to... You can't be doing this because you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, like such a high disadvantage. Because you had 5 kills in the early game, and then you blew it because you made too aggressive of a plays. You made plays that were too aggressive. I'm sorry, and you didn't use the lead correctly, and you threw it. You didn't split push. You didn't pressure anything. You didn't try to force any objectives. You didn't try to get wards in their jungle. Nothing. You just quite literally got a lead, and then you tried to team fight with it when your team was slightly behind. And then you play a team fight really poorly and died too. You see what I'm saying here? We gotta work on those things. You know what you need to work on. I said it this video. I said what you did incorrectly this game, and I generalized it a lot. But you need to fix the generalizations. You need to when you make a play, you need to be thinking, is this a good use of my time? You need to be thinking, should I go in here or should I wait? Right? Because it's not muscle memory for you yet. Just say that, but because there's not really any other like way I can say it, but it's not like a habit. A habit would be the best thing. It's not a habit to play fights the best way possible because you haven't experienced the worst way possible yet. You can't get better at League until you make mistakes, but you have to realize your mistakes, and then you have to not do it again. But you made 2 games in a row, you did the same mistake, so that's obviously not happening for you. You need to be going into situations wondering what you can do better once you die, because every death is a mistake. So you go into it and then you go, what could I have done better here? How could I have not died? Rather than just going, oh darn, this happened. You see what I mean? You're not learning from these mistakes, and that's what's holding you down here, is because you keep making these mistakes. And I when I generalize it, I'm saying that you need to just, every time that you go into a situation that could possibly happen, you need to think about it and say, well, not gonna let that happen. You see what I'm trying to say here? And if it does happen, you need to be like, all right, not again, never again will that happen to me. The only thing that changes this is if you went in here, right? They put a pink down. Quick thinking, you flash backwards, you flash away from them because Fizz is about to ult you, or you wait until Fizz starts his ult animation, then you flash, right? Because that has a pretty long look, like it looks like he's casting an animation. You know what I mean? So you flash, you get away from here when you were having this team fight. That would be the quick thinking way to get out of it. And then when Maokai finishes his TP and goes in, and they start hitting Maokai, then you jump in. Or if your ultimate was running out right here, because I didn't get to see because I didn't click on you. I should have. Then you let it happen and you walk up instead of jumping in, because that's the only way you can play this team fight correctly, because you had already used your ultimate up here when you should have just waited for the engage to happen. You see what I'm saying here? You see, it's a combination of you playing team fights poorly, you're not using your empowered W enough, and then you're throwing your lead. And then you're not using your lead correctly enough. You know how to get a lead, that's good. Actually, this is the end of the video, so I'll just tell you. So, you're good at getting leads. Your pathing was good this game. You're good at snowballing, but you're not. The only part of snowballing that you're not good at is pressuring things and knowing how strong that you actually are, and then not throwing your leads. You fix that part of snowballing right, then you can work on mechanics and team fights. Okay. Because you'll be ahead, you know what I mean? You stop making the 1-for-1 trades, you stop doing all of that, and then once you get all that all off your plate, you know how to do it correctly, then you work on your team fights. Because it's, if you look at it with a 1-by-1 thing of getting better, it's a lot easier to do it that way. And then you work on both, you fix both of those, boom, Diamond Rengar main. But that's it for this video. I'm out of here for now. I'll probably be doing one more, so peace.